Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Scorpio for January 2025. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, protecting me and keeping me safe. Scorpio, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, most of all for showing up. Okay, Scorpio. Cards are light, just like Taurus. Taurus had a... Yeah, it was Taurus, I think. I have a bit of a cold, I'm sorry. I'm trying to not remember too much, just trying to go with the feeling, because it's a cold, so you know what that feels like. But I'm using the YuletideTarot deck for January read because it represents the season. Of course, it is the darkest part of the season, January, and it is one of the most difficult to get through. And Scorpio, you would be the voice of reason in times like this, being able to shed like we should in the dark. We come to terms with what we need to face and let go, and it would be a lot easier if it was that easy, but it's not meant to be easy now, is it? Just checking. I lit my candles and I had one that was burning out, so I just wanted to make sure that it did. And my new deck, and I have little, not too sure the paper is a good quality on this one, but we'll see. I'm sorry, Taurus. I say Taurus now. I think it's because I need to take a sip of that coffee. Let me just have a quick sip. It's getting to that time of the day where when you have a cold you need to shut down, so I'm going to see how I fare on your read, Scorpio. I do apologize for coming in this late. I had not planned to start late. I planned to start earlier, but it just didn't happen. And then I decided, well, because I can't do a full January read, I'm going to do toward the second week going into the third and fourth, and then carry over into the first couple of weeks of February. That way it gives a little bit of an extra overall. And then when I come in to do February, I do my best, I keep my fingers crossed that I'll be able to start right away at the beginning and get the reads out early enough so that I can have a little more fun with the spreads for February. So this is a Yuletide. The deck is Yuletide. The spread is 5 cards. I take them at random, and sorry, my mind is working a little faster than I was expecting it would. I'm starting at what would be the end of, say, December, or as far back as you would call the past, as far as you would feel comfortable recollecting. But this card represents what took place in the past to bring you to the brink of January. So this would be the end of December if we wanted to put a marker. And then, of course, this would be the first couple of weeks of January. Then this would be the middle of January, so the third week going into the fourth. And then we have the fourth week of January going into the first week, and the second week. The beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning Okay, we look at it like that. So the end of December, beginning, middle, and end of January, and the beginning of February. So we're not going to count weeks here because it really doesn't matter. It depends on the situation. It depends on when you pick up this read. It will serve its purpose. So we're looking at how things came into the end of December or to the forefront of January, and we're seeing the Three of Good Cheer, so Three of Cups and celebrations. So Scorpio, you were living it up, you were having a good time, or you were reconciling, or you were being with family, you were being with friends, you went out, you were doing the do. Christmas time, you were doing Christmas. For some, for others it was a reconciliation period, and you were going out with your girls or your guys, or you were really being with particular people, just particulars. You were having a good time nonetheless. The positive side is here, which is good to see because it is a dark period and you are quite at home in the dark, so I'm not surprised. Then we have the first weeks of January coming in with the list, and this is of course the World card. And here we have decided, actually I say the World, it's the Judgment card, sorry. The Judgment card, where you make a judgment call, where you've decided who's on the naughty and the nice list, who's done what and who's merited what, and really putting a fine tooth comb through endeavors, and either yours or others, but you're making that resolution for some, or because it's the first part of the year of January to begin 2025. So we're calling out the judgment here, what we intend to do, the making it clear that you're looking into what was and what is deserving of what's coming, if they or you are deserving, because it's a question of making a judgment call, making a decision to make that resolution, or to stay, go, be with someone, be alone. It's a decision-making process, but it's really looking into what was to make that decision. It's not just, oh, I'm changing up things now because, no, it has to do with what was in the past. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making a judgment call. Here we have the second, or the middle of January, the second part, the middle of January, the Nine of Gifts. So we're satisfied, you see, we're looking back and we're looking forward. We're looking back at what we've done and we're satisfied with that work that we have done. Again, judgment call. We're wanting to either be alone, or we're not wanting to be alone. I didn't realize that this card was flipped over. Look at that. So we have that sense of satisfaction here, but ready to share, ready to be open, wanting to be with someone. Not just I'm alone and I'm lonely, but making that judgment call to open up and share. Having done the work, you're satisfied. See, here we have the Hangman, and this is toward the end of January, where perspective will change, Scorpio. You will see things differently, or you may have someone see things differently because of a judgment call that you made, or that you are just deciding to make a change because the new year, according to what you have determined as your resolution, in other words. But here it's not just I've decided. Spirit has put you in a position where you must take a look. You must take a look because of what you've seen in the past, because of where you've come from. See that there's something happy that's spreading itself over where you are making change and wanting to become more. You're picking up on other people around you, or other people are picking up on you in your surroundings. Again, take it as it resonates. Huh? But changing of the perspective is because of what we've experienced, what we've noticed, what we've done. You see? It's a sense of growth and change because of, again, we have that Judgment card. We're going to look into these cards here a little more when I do an elaborate section on that. And here we have, coming into February, we have the Ace of Good Cheer. So again, it's for positive. So we're moving towards positive ends. We're coming away from positive to go back into positive. But we're looking back at the merits of having a good time. See? And then we're looking at, well, we had a good time. There was fun. But I'm alone. And I don't want to be alone. I want to share with someone. Maybe that's what it is. Again, it depends on situation. But it's making you think differently. It's making you see things differently. Or you are helping others to see things differently. And that opens up the avenue for a loving connection, or just having more of that loving feeling around you. You're looking back too for the Knight of Candles. Going back into nostalgia, looking back at relationships from long ago, or maybe wanting to get together with someone from your past. Because of celebration, maybe you cross paths at a party and you want to get back into good graces with them, and things need to change. Or maybe having seen them, you realize that you really want to be with them, or that they really want to be with you. See, we have the King of Good Cheer. So this is completely going in another direction, where you want to go back to that person, or they want to come to you, but the courage is there to go forward and seek them out. Have that courage. Feeling like, oh dear, someone's not feeling like they can go and ask them to be. Feeling like they're going to hold back. Well, it is something that you have to overcome. You see, the courage here is to face that fear. To go back in time. See, in changing the perspective, you will find the courage. If it is you, and if it is not you, it is them. They will have to change perspective. Find the courage to come and face you and make that choice. Seeing that they know what they really want, they're going to carefully think about it and see if it is that they are worthy enough, because they're doubtful that they are worthy. Then we have the Six of Canes. So going away, or having that mental dilemma to make that choice is what's holding them back, because they want to overcome something that took place in the past. Again, there's a judgment call here. And then we have the World card with the Six of Gifts for compensation, to make it up to you. Because there was something that took place in the past, and we're looking at it through the five of Pentacles, or the Five of Gifts, where someone wasn't feeling good enough, or they didn't feel that they were able to, or had enough to offer. They didn't think that they were good enough to make that offer, to choose. To make that offer, to go with you. So they chose to go away. They chose to be away, and now they're regretting that. They want to come back. They're thinking about what they've done in the past. Okay, let's have another sip. Scorpio, it's real romantic. Is it you that wants to be the romantic? Is it you that you're feeling not good enough for someone from your past? Or maybe someone else has seen you or has crossed paths with you, and they're thinking, well, they want to come back, or they're thinking that they could come back. Let's see what the Judgment card holds. Oh, standing in integrity. and doing whatever it takes. Well, it's either you or it's them, and then only you will know. And that doing whatever it takes is to make up for feeling like they weren't good enough, or you weren't good enough. Feeling that they'd have to wait a little longer for something to come to pass, for maybe in the past where you the drama here is in that they could have taken advantage, or they hurt you, or you hurt them. I mean, it's, again, take it as it resonates. Could be for family. Could be that it is family that feels rejected there, because in the past, somewhere in the past, there was that sense of celebration with family, having a get-together, and then it just didn't go very well. Someone became a little judgmental. Someone took advantage. They took themselves out of the picture, went away, went to be alone. Could it be you, Scorpio, that you've decided that you've taken yourself away from the family circle? Here we have the Page of Gifts, focusing on work. Let me see, can you see? Yeah, you should be able to see. Focusing on work and for the future, looking for a better outcome toward the future. Hoping, sitting alone, taking time out alone, wanting to be alone, to come back, to be able to come back. So a certain time will pass, because the focus on work, building up that faith, building up that possibility, to let enough time pass. You see, we have the Knight of Candles here, who wants to start over. So it's a question of waiting, and this is coming into the middle of the month, where they're really working on it. They're working on, if it's not you, it's them, but you are dealing with somebody who either you want to work your way back to, or they want to work their way back to you. Then we have the Hangman, which is changing that mindset again, which is good. It's a positive. I'm very happy to report that it's a positive. I mean, it's not that I thought it would be negative. It's just that there is that sense of someone did someone else wrong and they want to make up for it, and they're not feeling good enough. But the good thing is that if it's not you, it's them. And if it's you, it is a question of figuring out where things went the wrong way and being able to see beyond the hurt and changing the mindset, which is the miracle of Christmas, the miracle of January, where we start to feel the good change of all the pain and hurt and all the sorrow that we went through. We start to see that it has a value, that it is worth something, that it encourages us to change, to see that light, and to see that we can make a change. Again, the message of hope, for January it's a good message. Okay, that was for the 9 here. So we see here that whether you're dealing with the air sign, fire sign, or even earth signs, Scorpio, you are able to maneuver in this way, because I said that the dark time is your time. So you feel easier through harder times, or you feel that you can get through. You're not worried. That's why I don't feel it is you that is is struggling to change the mindset. You are willing to change the mindset. Maybe you are encouraging someone else to do so by your actions, or you are holding back and waiting for them to come around, or vice versa. I mean, you take it as it resonates, but it is that feeling of building up on the hope, knowing that the next Christmas coming will be a good Christmas. Because we had one, we can have another one. You see, it's that encouragement. It's that encouragement. It's that seeing of the light here. And being able to change the mindset. There it is. You see the Fool, the child has that hope. So you may be very well encouraging someone to change because of a selfish act that they committed, either against you or in spite of or because of you. It is something that took place, and either you or them, you're finding that you can have a change come, that something good will come, and the something good is coming in February, because you really do believe it, or they really believe it. And here the act is to take place. This is where either you're going to step up and take that action, or someone else is going to take that action, because they want to feel that closeness to you. They want to feel that connection to you. They're taking action. And they're being very, very careful. The Two of Canes here, that Two of Swords. They're going with integrity. They're going with wanting to... it could be a fluctuation, but then that's for February, yeah? Because here, either you or they are taking action. Somebody is taking action because they have rekindled that faith. They have that hope building up, and they're willing to take the chance because they're opening up to love. But then there is a timing coming in, so they're going to wait. Maybe it's a surprise because somebody wants to start over with a proposal, and if it's not you, well, it's someone coming to you, and they're going to wait for the right moment. That was so straightforward. Again, Scorpio. It's all because it started off with the good cheer. It started off with having that reconciliation, or celebrating with someone or people in particular, and then making a judgment call to hold back, to move off, or to take advantage of a moment, or to protect and defend someone. I mean, again, it's your situation, eh? So it's all kinds of scenarios I could see here where taking advantage, being taken advantage of, then staying alone and giving a time out, in other words, to build up that faith and that encouragement to come back, because we're focused on working and we're focused on building up the faith. So someone was working on believing more in this reconciliation or coming back together, and then someone is changing their mindset and having that faith, seeing that light come in with the hangman and the star here, and that is all spirit. So somebody had to feel either they were taken advantage of, or they were taking advantage of someone else, and this is where things shifted to bring now into February the act of taking that step in the right moment to propose, to make an offer. And I don't want to spoil the surprise, but maybe maybe I did already, but somebody is really, they're waiting for the right moment to make an offer. Scorpio, did you fall in love over the holiday? Maybe someone fell in love with you. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping us safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the oracle message for Scorpio for January? This is the Seasons of the Witch oracle, the Yule oracle. So, the reindeer medicine. That's it. Somebody is looking back into what was, because again, it's someone from your past. Maybe it's you. Again, it could be you, could be someone else, but someone is looking into what took place in the past about either protecting, defending. That reindeer medicine is what that is for. And then we have the light, seeing the light, coming into reconciling with faith and hope and making change because they want to present an offer to you. They want, or you want to present an offer to them. Let's take another sip. I see the reindeer. It's coming up quite often for the signs. See, here we have the journey into the depths of your soul and an awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. So again, it is having that reconciliation. Maybe you're having a party and meeting up with someone from your past, revived something that had taken place, and you guys need to reconcile on that. And maybe you did have a conversation, or you've put it out there that things need to change, and then the person is changing, or it is the other way around where you realize that you need to change, and you are changing, and you are seeing that there is a hope that you can come back together with this person because they want, if it is a fire sign that you're dealing with, they want, or if it is just the enthusiasm between you for having come together and over the holiday and thinking that something could start up for spring. And this is where in February that new turning and churning, because someone has seen the light, is happening. And here we have the light. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. And this is pure magic here. Again, dealing with the Fool card, because that is where this card is representative of the innocence of that anticipation, of the hope that I will get what I want for Christmas, or that hope that I will be able to have, that something good is going to come, even though I've been through quite a mental turmoil, and I see my way through, and I can change my mind, and I will be able to have love and hope and family, and a family come into my life, because that is what is taking place at the end of January. Someone is seeing that their perspective is changing, and that hope is rekindled in them, within them. And that's what this card represents. And on that note, I thank you again for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, Scorpio. Until our next read, love and light.